Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to pay my respect to the most venerable Dr. Pramahajanya Sutiyano, the abbot of Puttapaya Society in Pomona, California. I respectfully greet all the venerable monks, and good morning, all laymen and laywomen today, and very warm welcome to everyone watching us on Facebook Live or TikTok. Before I begin my Dhamma talk, I would like to share a short update about my study here in the United States. Right now, I'm ESL Level 4 student at Mosaic. In my class, I practice speaking, writing, reading, pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary, something like that. I will moving up to ESL Level 5 next semester. I'm very excited to share that I will start photography at designer technology. To be honest, I'm not an expert in English yet. I'm still a beginner. But little by little, On this occasion, I want to say a big thank you to the most venerable Dr. Pramahajanya Sutiyano for his great kindness, guidance, and support, and for his kind permission allow me to study this photography program. At the same time, I am also very thankful to all the venerable monks and lay people who helped me and let me come to the United States. Because of your kindness, I have the chance to learn real American English, practice natural pronunciation, and learn directly from native speakers. Having the opportunity to pursue further education in an academic setting gives me a wonderful chance. As a result, this helps me improve my English and gives me more confidence when give Dhamma talks in English. I truly appreciate your trust and compassion. I will study hard and use this knowledge for help others. Okay, now moving on to today's topic. I would like to share a Dhamma story about the elder Chulabantok. To begin with, this story comes from the Dhammapada part 2. To start with the verse, Uttanena Pamatena Sanyamena Thamena Ja Tipangayirata Metavi Yang Okona Pikirati ผู้มีปัญญาพึงทำที่พึ่งที่ห่วงน้ำท่วมทับไม่ได้ด้วยความหมั่นด้วยความไม่ประมาทด้วยความ Good morning for somebody who watching me on TikTok. It means by effort, being careful, self-control, and discipline, the wise person builds an island that no flood can sweep away. That's a meaning. It's a meaning. Okay, let's start Julapantok story from Dhammapada this book. Okay. The Buddha stays in Veluvan. The Buddha talks about an old monk named Julapantok. Yes. People say that a rich girl in Rajakrut city grew up. Her mother and father kept her on the top floor of a big tall house. But she was a bad woman. She loved a man who was a servant. She told him, other people take out money and things. She said, we can't stay here. If my mother and my father know this, they will cut us into small pieces. Let us run away to live in another town. Both took value things from the house. They went out from the north door. They walked together and lived in a place where no one knew them. They stayed in one place. The woman became pregnant because they lived together, The wife saw that her time to have the baby has come. She talked to her husband, my time to give birth has come. If we have the baby far from our family, we will have a big trouble. Let us go back to my family house. The man was afraid and said, I'll go today, I'll go tomorrow. He wanted too long because he was afraid that if we go back, people will kill us. I mean her mother or her father, The wife thought, this foolish man can't do anything good. A mother and a father love their child. I'll go back now, with or without you. She walked out of the house. He told the people next door that she was going to her family house, and she walked away. The husband went back to the house, but he didn't see his wife. He asked people and learned that she has gone to her family house. He ran. Okay, let's continue. He ran faster behind her on the road. The wife has the baby right there on the road. The man asked, what is this, my love? Wife, my love, our first son is born. Husband, now where do we do? Both thoughts together. We went to see our family, but now our baby is born on the road. Why we go there now? Let us go back home. And they turned back home. They named the baby Pantok because he was born on the road. So after the wife became pregnant again, all things happened the same way as before, because the second baby was also born on the road. The mother and father gave the first son the name Mahapantok and gave the second son the name Julapantok. The husband and wife took both children and went back to their first town. When they stayed there, the boy Mahapantok heard other boys call people uncle, grandfather, and grandmother. He asked his mother, "Mother, other boys call people grandmother and grandfather. Do we not have family?" "Mother, my son, we have no family here, but your grandfather named Sethi lives in Ratchakrut city. We have a big family there." Or the mother, sorry, where were we? Okay, Mahapanthok, "Mother, why do we not go there?" The mother didn't tell her sons why she had run away before. When the boys asked many times, she told her husband, "These kids are too much. Do my mother and father think we are bad? Come on, let's just take the kids to see their grandfather and grandmother." Husband, "I can't go to see them, but I take all of you there." Wife, "Okay, we will use a smart trick so the kids can see their grandfather and grandmother." They took the kids and went to Ratchakrut city. They stayed in a small house near the city gate. The mother took the two kids and sent word to her mother and father that she had come. Sorry, that's mean things. The mother and father heard the news and said everyone in the world was a child and has a family, but that woman did a very bad thing to us. We don't want to see her face. You took some money and go live in another place, but send the two kids to us. The husband and wife took the money from them. They gave the two kids to their house workers and bring them to the grandfather. After that, the two boys grew up in the house of the grandmother and grandfather. Okay, let's continue. The rich man said, What do you say, my boy? You want to be a monk? Oh my God, I've lost something. Okay. Between the two boys, Chulapanthok was very small. Mahapanthok went to listen to the Buddha talk with his grandfather. When he went to see the Buddha many times, he wanted to be a monk. He told his grandfather, If you let me, I want to be a monk. The rich man said, What do you say, my boy? You want to be a monk? That is very good. Better than anyone else in the world. If you can do it, go and be a monk. Then he took the boy to see the Buddha. The Buddha asked householder, Did you bring a child? The rich man said, Lord, this boy is my grandson. He wants to be a monk with you. The Buddha told a monk who was going out to get food, Make this boy a monk. The old man tossed the boy the 32 parts of the body and let him be a monk. He learned the word of the Buddha a lot. He grew up, attained higher monk status, practiced meditation, and became an arahant. The old monk was happy with his meditation and deep peace. He thought, should I help Chulapanthok or not? After that, he went to see his grandfather and said, Dear rich grandfather, if you let me, please let Julapantok be a monk too. The rich man said, yes, let him be a monk. People say the rich man loved the Buddha, but when people asked him, whose kids are theirs? He had to say, they are the kids of the daughter who ran away. And he felt shy, So he let both grandsons to be monks very easily. Thank you so much for watching me on TikTok and also on Facebook Live. Okay, let's continue. The old monk let Julapantok be a monk and follow all the rules. But when Julapantok became a monk, he became a very foolish person. When the old monk taught him, he said this poem: the lotus flower named Koganut smells good and opens in the morning. It has a good smell always. Look at the light of the Buddha, which shines, bring like the sun in the sky. Just one short poem. He tried for 4 months, but he couldn't learn it. People ask why. The answer is, people say he was a smart person long ago in his lifetime of Kassapa Samma Sambuddha. He laughed at a monk who was learning his lesson. That monk felt shy and stopped learning. He didn't study anymore. Because of that bad action of karma, Julapantok became a foolish person. Right when he became a monk, the lesson he tried to learn went out of his head. He tried to learn the poem for 4 long months, but he couldn't. Then the old monk Mahapantok talked to Julapantok. Julapantok, you can't learn anything in this religion. For 4 months, you can't even learn one more poem. How can you be a monk? Get out of here. And he pushed him out of the temple. Julapantok didn't want to go back to begin a normal person because he loved the Buddha's religion very much. At the time, Mahapantok was the monk who would get fruit at a house. Chiwakomarapat took sweet flowers and good perfume to Ampawan Grove. He paid respect to the Buddha, listened to the Dharma, stood up, and went to the old man, Mahapantok. He asked, Sir, how many monks are there with the Buddha? Mahapantok, there are about 500 monks. Chiwakomarapat, Sir, tomorrow please bring 500 monks and the Buddha to eat fruit at my house. Sorry. Mahapantok, Mahapantok, Sir, there is one monk named Julapantok who is not good. I will leave him out and I'll bring all the other monks. Julapantok heard this and thought, my elder brother leaves me out when he took the other monks to eat. My elder brother doesn't leave me at all. Why do I stay in this religion? I'll go back to begin a normal person and do good things. Next morning, he went to give up his monk robes, the Buddha took a look at the world early in the morning and saw this. The Buddha walked fast to stop him. He walked and went on the road where Julapanthok would walk. When Julapanthok saw the Buddha, he went to pay respect. The Buddha asked him, Julapanthok, where are you going now? Julapanthok answered, my elder brother pushed me out. Lord, I am going to give up my monk robes. The Buddha said, Julapanthok, you became a monk with me. Even if your elder brother put you out, why did you not come to me? Come and stay with me. The Buddha put his hand with where lies on the boy's head. He took him to sit down at the front of his room. The Buddha made a clean piece of the cloth with his magical power and gave it to him. The Buddha said, Julapanthok, look to the east, rub this clean cloth, and say, Rashoharanam, Rashoharanam. Stay here, stay right here. Then the Buddha took the monks and went to the Mahashivakomarappa's house and sat down on the seat. Julapanthok sat down, looked at the sun, and rubbed the cloth while saying, Rashoharanam, Rashoharanam. When he rubbed the cloth got dirty. He thought this cloth is very clean, but because of this body, it gets dirty like this. Are all things in the world not impermanent? Then he started to think deeply and practice meditation. The Buddha knew that Julapanthok was doing deep meditation. So the Buddha said, Julapanthok, do not just say the cloth is dirty. Bad things like bad love and anger are inside you. Take them out. Then the Buddha showed light like he was sitting right in front of him and said these prompts. Bad love is called dust, but dirt on cloth is not dust. The worst that is the name of the bad love. Those monks cast out dust and live in the religion of the Buddha. Anger is called dust, but dirt on cloth is not dust. The word dust is the name of anger. Those monks cast out dust and live in the religion of the Buddha. Okay, when the prom finished, Julapanthok became an arahat with full wisdom. 300 monks also become holy monks at the same time. People say that long ago he was a king who walked around the city. When sweat came out of his body, he used a clean cord to whip his body. The clothes got dirty. The king thought a clean clothes gets dirty because of his body. All things are impermanent. This clothes for whipping dust shows that life is not stable. Mahashivakomarappa took a pot of water to pour for the Buddha. The Buddha put his hand on his bowl and said, Chivok, are there any monks in the temple? Mahapanthok answered, Are there no monks in the temple, Lord? The Buddha said, There are monks. Go and see. Okay. Shivak told a man, "Go to the temple and say, 'The Buddha calls the monks.'" The man went to the temple. At that time, Julapanthok made himself look like 1,000 monks because he wanted to show his power. Some monks were fixing ropes, some were coloring ropes, and some were reading. The man saw 1,000 monks, went back and said, "They are no monks, sir. They are 1,000 monks." Chivok said, "You are a foolish man. Go back and say, 'The Buddha calls the monk named Mahapanthok.'" The man went and said that. 1,000 monks said together, I am Julapanthok. The man went back and told Chivok again. Then Chivok Gomarapat said, "Go and say, 'The Buddha calls the monk named Julapanthok.'" The man went and said that. 1,000 monks said, "I am Julapanthok." The man gave the hand of one monk and thought, "I bring this monk," but all the other monks stood up and followed too. The man brought him, even though he was Julapanthok. Okay, I think I can finish all of them, all of this story one time. Okay, I will see you again on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Even though the story is not finished. Okay. I hope the story of the Julapanthok bring some inspiration or mindfulness to everyone today. Before we finish, I want to say thank you to everyone. Listen to me for almost 20 minutes. I truly appreciate your great patience and kind attention. Okay, I would also like to express my deepest gratitude once again to the most venerable Dr. Paramahansa Suchiyano and all venerable monks and everyone here, for your ongoing support. May you all be filled with good health, happiness, and success in your daily lives and practice. Thank you, and see you again.